hottest day of this week.
And he has us.
Fan?
Yeah, turn the fan off so you guys can hear.
Do it for the gram.
Talk about suffering.
Does it look like I want you guys to hear?
I don't want to do it for the gram. I do not want to sweat for the gram.
So what's the plan today?
Mostly reassembled the motor as far as like torquing the head, putting whatever accessories we have back on, and then clutch. You guys will see B-roll. RV6 Type R retrofit with a stage 1 XZD FK8 clutch and disc. And axles we got those in. Mounts we got in. So, I mean, theoretically we could.
Are we gonna put it in the car today?
We could try to attempt to put it in the car today. It could rest in there, honestly. There is no issues with it.
I mean, we kind of, if you've been watching the first videos, we still are pending some of the electronics.
Yeah, so
the
there's still like
ECU we do have, but I
like
mean, we don't have power, we don't have electrical, so
yeah,
my goal is hopefully by tonight we could at least mechanically install everything in the car.
Yeah, I mean,
and have the motor sit in there just to.
The biggest part is having the motor in there. Everything else can kind of like
like
the harness can get plugged in. There's still a bunch of room in the engine bay for the most part to put the harness in after. At least having it in there can make like, I guess, an idea of what it looks like if no one else has seen it. So
well, the night is still early, so I think you could do it, Morris. You're the L15 expert. It's barely 8 o'clock.
8:26. So
8:26.
Yeah.
You got 3 hours. You could do it, right? Imagine you're at a race.
See, the only thing is about pushing the car in, making room, dropping it in. Which, I mean, realistically, we took the motor out in like 15 minutes when we took it out. But obviously, we're trying to be careful. So, yeah, there's that as well.
It got a fresh paint now, so. Oh, you could do better? All right, well.
That was my work, really. So.
All right, well, let's. I think there's enough talk. Get some B-roller. So where are we at?
Turn off the fan, it's hot. Spot check, so head is torqued, turbo's on, clutch is on. Rocker assembly for the valves on, torqued. So basically gonna put the cams back on, time it, and basically reassemble whatever is left that we have from how we got it. So everything is like valve cover, coil packs, and that's about it.
Do we have a valve cover for it?
It has a black one and a stock one. So I don't know. I mean, we don't have to put it on it unless you want a different one. How did it work out for you?
Is it on the budget? Are you sure?
No, it didn't work out.
Sure it's on the budget?
It didn't work out, actually.
Are you sure it's on the budget? Guaranteed. Once it touches your block, it's on the books.
Yeah, I'll do the red one. All right, it's in the budget. It's in the budget, guys. It's in the budget. It's a wrap.
Your motor's almost put in.
It's almost blown?
No, almost put in. Blowing, I mean,
that's what I heard. Already?
Hasn't even ran. It's already blown.
Wow. Maybe that car just has a curse with me.
Could be you. Yeah, maybe it is just you. Maybe you're the problem.
I mean, you're the only one that touches it, so.
Maybe you're the problem.
Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror?
Damn.
That's straight up what you just told me, huh?
We have the Hasport mount semi bolted up. We were missing the starter, so went out and got that. Then injectors are put on. This needs to be tightened and torqued. Front covers on with the actual crank pulley tightened. So basically this whole section's done.
Yeah, because before I left the shop, this wasn't done yet.
Yeah, I don't think it was timed yet, so it's timed now.
Yep.
This is
Manifold's on.
Yeah, manifolds, it's there, but it just needs to be tightened and torqued. Turbo's on. Needs to be like the feed and drain need to be. Well, I mean the drain's on. The feed needs to be put on. But I mean basically it's all there just to be put into the car. So, I think Lewis is out there working on the mounts right now on the actual chassis. This section of the mounts, it's just basically these 3 bolts, the trans, and then that basically like the T-bracket of the older style cars. So after that, then I'm gonna put this little cam cover on and then valve cover, and it's basically it to put back or to
For
put
the
in
engine?
the car.
So once the valve cover is on,
Yeah.
pretty much it's
Yeah.
complete. Besides,
we're missing like electrical and like stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
I mean that's stuff that can be put in the car. So.
would you say the EJ has more engine space compared to Attention?
It just depends on what you're doing. I mean, if you're doing like a turbo and stuff like that, yeah, but it just depends on what you're doing.
How about on the backside? Is there more space on the backside?
There is, but it's like a lot of clutter, basically, like with the harness and everything else, how we had done it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is, but there isn't at the same time, so it's just kind of dependent on how you route everything.